It's 27 minutes on to 7 o'clock. This is where I say good morning to you, Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. I want to do a little prophesying this morning before the day is over. God will come. He will come true for you. Believe it, live for it, and talk it into being. Good morning. It's Wednesday, the 11th day of March. Gordon Joseph in your company once again. So happy to be here, and I have noted that it's indeed a privilege. And it's Wednesday, so thank you for waking us up to see another beautiful day, Heavenly Father. Thank you for your mercy that meets us fresh this morning, and your love that never runs out. Lord, we place this Wednesday in your hands. Go before us, walk beside us, and give us strength for whatever lies ahead. Calm our anxious hearts and remind us that we don't face anything alone because you are with us every step of the way. Use us, Lord, to be a light in someone else's darkness. No matter what today brings, we trust you with it all. We choose joy, peace, and faith over fear. In Jesus' name. Amen. Tone, good morning. Ashley Heinzo, good morning. Wednesday's blessing. The Lord says, I will guide you along the best pathway for your life. I will advise you and watch over you. That's Psalms 38 and verse 8. May the love, peace, hope, grace, and blessings of our Lord beyond limit be upon you and your family and friends today and always, in Jesus Christ's mighty name. Amen, amen, and amen. One thing I know for certain is this. He never fails. 25 minutes on to 7 o'clock.
Messenger, the messenger. I can't think of a time or a day or a minute that I don't go down on my knees and put.
And you know what time it is? It's that time when we do the March 13th quiz. So you know you've got to have your answer in your mind. And the question this morning, it says, in 1979, the PRG established the National Commercial Bank, the NCB. The NCB was sold in the early 1990s and it was renamed in 2006. To what was it renamed? A. RBTT Bank Grenada Limited. B. First Caribbean Bank Limited. C. Republic Bank Grenada Limited. D. Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited. 4352041. Call me and win, and just like that you can get grand prizes. A grand prize. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Caller, good morning. Okay, we seem to have lost that caller there. 4352041, that's the number. Let's get back to the telephone line. Good morning.
Good morning, Innocent.
Hi, good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm okay.
All is well?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you calling from?
4 Roads, Granville Street.
Hey, how is 4 Roads this morning?
Quiet.
That's nice. That's nice. Keep it that way.
Yes, my dear.
You think you have the answer for us?
Yes.
Okay, give it your best shot.
Republic Bank.
Republic Bank.
Yep.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
How sure are you? 100% or 95%?
100%.
I thought you would have said 105%. Okay, stay on the line. Don't hang up. I'm going to take your information off the air, right? Stay right there. Good.
If I don't have you, here comes Jesus to the rescue. Father, you never ever fail me yet. You never fail me yet. All when I fall down, you love keep me safe and sound. You never ever fail me yet. You never. Father, you never ever fail me yet.
Congratulations to winner Annette Ragbison of, you heard it, St. George, 4 roads to be precise. Congratulations. If I'm not mistaken, this could be your second time at winning. Yeah, good morning, good morning. I'm reaching out and saying good morning to Lauren Salim together with Joan. How are you doing? Hope you all are doing fine. Hope all is well with you. And also, I want to say a very special good morning to Christopher Brathwaite. You are up at His Majesty's prison. Well, your dear wife, let me get Shadell Tonya Edwards wants you to know that she's proud of you, and despite what you're going through, and that all is going to be well. Yeah, all shall be well. At the end of the day, it's not over until the fat lady sings. 21 minutes on to 7 o'clock. That is our time. Let's head into the word of the day today, and that word today is respect. Respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Respect. I'm certain you heard that word before. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Respect. It means high regard. High regard. And here's how we can use that word in a sentence. Show respect for elders. And this is a clarion call to all our youngsters of the day. Show respect for your elders. You know, I don't know how it happens, man, but you find children dressed in school uniform and they're just passing. You know, just like that. No hello, good afternoon, good morning, or whatever the case may be. That wasn't the thing in my day, man. You know, and it's still habitual in me. I don't need to know you. Hi, good morning. Sometimes, you know, it's for some reason, sometimes the person doesn't answer, but it had to come out. Good morning. Hi, how are you? Good morning. You know, so, yeah, we must show respect to the elders and to everyone. Yeah. 20 minutes on to 7 o'clock. The motivational tip of the day is up next. Joan, good morning. How are you doing? All is well? All is well? Mm-hmm. Nice. Good. A good day to have a good day in a good way. Catherine Phillip, good morning. How are you doing today? All right, destined to win, overcomer. Yolan Swan, Veronica Sandy, Jillian McIntyre, Hazel Ann Miller, Mary E. Banks, Michelle Bernard, Monica Ramirez Williams, Michelle Daniel is with us as well. Who else? Where's Mildred? Okay, Mildred is here. Yulin is here. And, yeah, good morning, Petlin and Jennifer Colimo. There's someone that is celebrating a birthday today as well. And I'd like to say happy birthday to teacher Keisha Gordon. You've got birthday greetings coming to you from Cassie Buckmeyer Edwards and Jando, also known as Emerson Roy, all the way in England. Happy birthday to you, Keisha Gordon, teacher Keisha. Enjoy your day to the fullest, all right? Rose Hill, good morning. Rosalind St. Patrick, how is Mr. Clifton Paul doing? Don't wait for the opportunity. Please don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. We did this one earlier in the week, but it was so effective that we had to reiterate it, right? Don't wait for opportunity. Please, I beg, don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. Yeah. Pastor Laurie Dominic and the First Family, good morning to you. Good morning. That is the 18th of September, all right, Lauren? Yeah. Lovely. Gigi Giles and Denzo, good morning to you. Good morning, Sylvie, Daphne, Roberta. Hope you all are doing fine. Yeah, Natalia Ross is with us. Good morning. How are you doing, dearie? Erlyn out there in the U.S., good morning. Petlin, I presume you're on a bus heading to work. Good morning to you and your colleagues, your co-workers. Good morning. morning. Marley in St. Patrick, good morning. The Filbert family, good morning. How are you all doing? The Dakota family out there in Montrose. Teacher Maudlin, good morning. Yeah, Margaret, Charles, Vivek, good morning to you. These are my teachers, man. I remember them, Mr. Brave Boy. Yeah, those were the days, man. Now I miss those days. What's buzzing this morning? Buzzing. Before I do that, good morning to the Parrot family over there in Rivulet Lynn, Mr. Lennox and Miss Dennis Parrot. Good morning, Dwight. Give Nikki my regards. Miss Brenda Bowler and family, good morning. Miss Yvette Toussaint, Mr. Valentine Fraser, Jeffrey Augustine, Ricky Charles. Yeah, good morning. Those are the colleagues from Barclays. Government and GUT signed a new 3-year agreement. That's buzzing. The Ministry of Education launches first ever EduFest 2026. In the region, Jamaican and Guyanese officials explain why they ended the Cuban medical programs. Internationally, UK's Fairford Air Base used for strikes on Iran. And in sports, Ballers SC shine at St. Andrew Volleyball League finals. Yeah. Those are the buzzing stories. Lovely. Captain Harris, good morning. He's about to launch another bus stop out there in Plains in St. Patrick, bro. Keep on doing what you're doing. People are feeling the effects of it. Yeah. Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather comes up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere. Stick with us.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the number one.
A trip to Grenada from April 4th to the 6th, 2026. A decision you'll never regret. This isn't just any destination. It's where passion meets performance. Welcome to the 53rd Carifta Games, hosted at the iconic Kirani James Athletic Stadium in St. George's. Under the theme, Passion Drives Performance. The best of the Caribbean's junior athletes will compete in electrifying track and field competition. Organize now and be part of an experience like no other, where talent, passion, and perseverance come alive on the land of 100,000 jab. Feel the passion, celebrate the performance, and create memories that will last a lifetime in pure Grenada, the land of warmth, spirit, and unstoppable energy. Welcome to the 53rd Carifta Games.
Whenever happy to see me, nobody is strangers. One big family. Back too close, you ain't even know me. Trust my brothers from way back from the north. Me and the ocean, spend it like they owe me. Gotta stay select. Don't come around to me, better come correct. Different lives that we lead, I'm in the night.
You've arrived in paradise. You felt the rhythm. Now let's make sure you say it right.
Hey, my name is Florian. I'm from the beautiful Aida Perla cruise ship. So today, like we Germans say, we are in Grenada. But I heard in English it's called Grenada.
Say it right. Grenada.
Say it right.
Grenada.
That's right. Grenada. There we go. Say it right. It's Grenada. It's not Grenada. It's Grenada. Say it right.
This is the morning edition of news for today, Wednesday, 11th March 2026. In the headlines, government and GUT, that's the Grenada Union of Teachers, they sign a new 3-year agreement. The Ministry of Education launches first ever EduFest 2026. In the region, Jamaican and Guyanese officials explain the end of their Cuban medical programs. Internationally, UK's Fairford base, the airbase used for strikes on Iran. And in sports, Ballers SC shine at St. Andrew Volleyball League finals. Other details to these and more after these messages.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
The Inland Revenue Division and the Accountant General Division are coming to a community near you. That's right, our satellite offices are on the move, bringing services closer to home. No long travel, no hassle. Just quick, convenient service right in your community. We'll be on location to help you with all your tax and vendor registration matters. Ask about tax refunds, file objections, check property tax balances, pay your taxes on the spot, and yes, you can even register for GTAX and sign up for the new vendors portal. Catch us at these locations: in St. George, at the Bruce Street Mall on Friday, February 27th and March 27th. At our Young Street office on March 7th and March 14th. In St. John on Friday, February 27th at St. Francis Street. We'll be at the Grenville Car Park in St. Andrew and at the Carriacou District Revenue Office on Friday, March 13th. And on Friday, March 20th, we'll be at the District Revenue Offices in St. Patrick and St. Mark. All locations open from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Longer hours, more convenience, better service for you. The Inland Revenue Division and the Accountant General Division's Satellite Office. Don't miss this opportunity.
Good morning, everyone. With the news in detail, I am Gordon Joseph, and welcoming graphics and the team from Hot 98 FM. Looking at the local developments, teachers in Grenada will receive salary increases and improved benefits under a new 3-year collective bargaining agreement between the government and the Grenada Union of Teachers. The agreement covers the period January 1st, 2026 to December 31st, 2028, and provides compounded salary increases of 4% in 2026, 4% in 2027, and 5% in 2028. Eligible teachers will also continue to receive the annual salary increments each January. The agreement introduces new measures such as a $500 annual classroom materials allowance, expanded study leave and scholarship opportunities, and additional staffing support in special education and early childhood institutions. The Ministry of Education will today launch the first ever EduFest at the Grenada Trade Center. The initiative brings together students, educators, and community partners to highlight innovation and achievement across Grenada's education system. Activities will include primary school public speaking and a debate between the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School, the SAS. They are the winners of the 2025 Grenelec debating competition, and the T.A. Marichaud Community College, champions of the OECS Windward Islands Inter-College Debate Competition. Today's activities will conclude with a fireside chat featuring Education Minister David Andrew, hosted by TAMCC Chair Wendy Grenade and Youth Representative Tariq Miller. EduFest 2026 activities will continue on March 24th. And finally, on the local scene, Carriacou Culture Train String Band Group is the beneficiary of over $34,000 worth of musical instruments and equipment after losing most of its equipment to Hurricane Beryl in 2024. A handover of items including guitars, ukuleles, microphones, and a digital mixer was made to the group by the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture. Officials say the support recognizes the group's role in preserving Carriacou's musical traditions and engaging young people through its youth training program. That's the local news. We'll stay with us. The regional and international developments, they are straight ahead. In the region, Jamaican and Guyanese officials explain the discontinuation of their country's Cuban medical programs. We have more in this OCM News report.
Jamaicans are assured that the discontinuation of the current Jamaica-Cuban medical arrangement will not impact the reopening of the Cornwall Regional and Western Children and Adolescent Hospitals in St. James. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton made the declaration during a virtual press conference yesterday. Questioned by reporters, Minister Tufton explained that the Cuban healthcare workers who integrated into Jamaica's public health system served in specific areas and measures are being implemented to fill those gaps. The Guyana government is denying it ended the Cuban Medical Brigade program because of pressure from the United States. Health Minister Frank Anthony yesterday said the disbanding of the more than 40-year-old brigade was decided by the Cuban authorities. In Trinidad and Tobago, there are claims that the Ministry of Health, under the former administration, prioritized payments to larger pharmaceutical suppliers, while smaller companies waited months for their money, dominated a meeting of the Public Administration and Appropriations Committee. The meeting was held yesterday and it examined the state's acquisition of pharmaceuticals, focusing on the current processes for importation and approval.
Now looking further afield, American bombers have left their British base as attacks continue on Iran. The UK Prime Minister agreed under pressure to allow US jets to take part in what he called limited defensive strikes against Iranian targets. We have more in this Al Jazeera report.
Taking to the skies, destination unknown. 3 US B-1 bombers leave RAF Fairford in southwest England. Well, there have been high levels of activity here at RAF Fairford all day. At one point, there were 12 US B-1 bombers on the ground at the same time, 3 of them taking off just minutes after the US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth declared that today would be the most intense day of strikes of the war so far. Keir Starmer's given the Americans permission for the base to be used for defensive missions. 3 long-range B-52 bombers also sit ready near the runway. The British Royal Navy destroyer HMS Dragon set sail from Portsmouth a week after the government announced it would be heading to Cyprus. The warship will eventually provide additional air defence capability for 2 UK military bases on the Mediterranean island. But with more US bombers landing in the UK, no talks on the horizon, and the US Defense Secretary promising a surge in strikes, the chances of de-escalation seem limited.
And that concludes the regional and international segment of news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. It's 2 minutes on to 7 o'clock. In our lone sporting item this morning, we hear that the atmosphere in St. Andrew was electric as the St. Andrew Volleyball League concluded after 7 weeks of competition. The tournament, organized by the Grenada Volleyball Association and the St. Andrew Parish Sports Council, brought together 21 teams in a showcase of the island's emerging volleyball talents. In the B Division, St. Mark's Secondary School captured the women's title, while Presentation Brothers College edged out Grenville Secondary School to win the men's division. In the top division, Ballers SC1 women defeated Knight Riders to claim the championship, while the men's Ballers SC1 team also secured the title, with Ballers SC2 finishing third. Organizers say the league highlighted the depth of volleyball talent developing across Grenada. That's all the sports we've got at this time. There will be more sports during our luncheon edition and our primetime newscast. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
And folks, for the latest weather forecast, we now join forecaster Cassia Johnson at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Cassia.
Good morning to you and good morning to the listeners. Here is the weather for today, Wednesday, 11th March 2026. Currently at the airport, conditions are cloudy. Winds are from the east at 5 miles per hour. Pressure 1015.0 millibars, which is above normal and rising. Present temperature 25.7 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 79%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 29.7 degrees Celsius. Minimum temperature last night 25.2 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, there was no rainfall at the airport, hence the total for the month remains at 12.9 millimeters. Looking at the public forecast, valid for today and tonight, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy and windy with the occasional light isolated showers. Today's maximum temperature 30.0 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to slightly rough, waves 6 to 8 feet in northeast to easterly swells. A marine advisory remains in effect. Tides are currently rising and will be high at 8 a.m., low at 2 p.m. Sunset today, 6:17. Sunrise tomorrow, 6:16. Again, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy and windy with the occasional light isolated showers. A marine advisory remains in effect. From the Met Office, I am Cassia Johnson.
Thank you very much, Cassia. Have yourself a wonderful day now. And folks, reminding you that the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. You home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you. With ACB Home Advantage, more 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card. Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
It's 3 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. Government and GUT sign a new 3-year agreement. The Ministry of Education launches first ever EduFest 2026. In the region, Jamaican and Guyanese officials explain why the end of the Cuban medical programs. And internationally, UK's Fairford Air Base used for strikes on Iran. And in sports, Ballers SC shine at St. Andrew Volleyball League Finals. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Wednesday, the 11th day of March, 2026. On behalf of the hard-working, dedicated team at the news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a productive and safe day, extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere. To graphics and your team at Hot 98 FM, your audience, so we say thank you oh so much for sharing your time with us this morning, and we look forward to future engagements. Now have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account, and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store, or call 442-8602, 459-4325, or 416-8467 for further information.
The amendment to the existing Drug Abuse Prevention and Control Act shall allow for the decriminalization of cannabis in Grenada. It permits the possession of up to 56 grams of cannabis and 15 grams of resin for individuals aged 21 and older.
The amendment allows for the growth of up to 4 cannabis plants per household for medicinal, therapeutic, or horticultural purposes. The amendment provides legal framework for the Rastafari use and cultivation of cannabis as a sacrament in registered places of worship and at exempt events.
Amendments to the Drug Abuse Act also mandates the expungement of past criminal records and the immediate discontinuance of pending court cases for minor cannabis offenses.
The amendment replaces criminal charges for those aged 18 to 20 with mandatory rehabilitation and counseling, ensuring no criminal record is created for young adults. Amendments to the Drug Abuse Act centers on the decriminalization of cannabis and not full legalization.
For more information, kindly contact the Cannabis Secretariat at cannabiscommission@gov.gd. The Cannabis Secretariat, guiding responsible cannabis use and awareness.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
All right, folks, it's now 10 minutes after 7 o'clock, and at this time we join Sergeant Troy Paul from the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force for this morning's traffic report. Sergeant Paul, good morning.
A pleasant morning to you, especially your listeners this morning, pedestrians, drivers, and everyone who is just listening to this report this morning as they're about to leave home or they are driving to their destination. It is that time where we let persons know what is happening as it relates to the traffic and how they can utilize this information to get around and make best driving practices. This morning, we have had a look at the traffic in most of the areas, especially in the southern part of the island, especially in the area of St. Paul's, which we are a little bit focused on this morning, and we definitely start seeing some movement in traffic there where it is heavier than normal. It is have a moderate to heavy flow of traffic in that area. Vehicles coming from St. Paul's area into the Lucas Street roundabout, heading on to Lotus Lane and other areas. Also, we've also seen a little bit of traffic in the Calavini area that is coming from the West Calavini direction, which exits onto the Toby Road. Most of this traffic head onto the Grandans direction, and also some Springs. Most of the areas we have a light to moderate flow of traffic coming in to and from those areas. We're also seeing some little movement coming out from the western side. It is not that heavy as yet. Even traffic from the Grande Tang direction is light to moderate as well. So as we've seen at this time, that most of the traffic is light to moderately flowing in most of the areas, with the exception of Calavini and St. Paul's. This morning we had the accident state for the past 24 hours, and we had a total of 8 minor accidents reported in the trial state of Grenada, and they are as follows: Traffic Headquarters, 4 minor; the South St. George, 2 minor; and St. David, 2 minor as well. Gives us a total of 8 minors in total. So again, we want to appeal to drivers: drive safely along our nation's road. Too many times we're seeing so many accidents that could be avoided, especially once drivers do what they have to do. So again, we ask drivers to be safe, and even pedestrians, your safety is important as well, and how you use the road network depends on your safety. This morning we expect to have 3 cruise ships in our port. 3 cruise ships in our port, in the port of St. George's. Therefore, it means that we will definitely have visitors to our island this morning. So definitely, again, we want to appeal to drivers to continue to drive safely along the nation's road, be extra careful and cautious. And again, I want to extend a warm Grenadian welcome to those visitors to our island. And we expect you to be prudent about the way you drive, especially taxi drivers. This morning, we do not have any funerals in the town of St. George's, but we've already started seeing one cruise ship in port, and I believe that is main shift already on port. So definitely we appeal again to drivers to drive safely along our roads. This Thursday, which is tomorrow, we do have the private primary school games at the National Stadium, the Kirani James National Stadium. The traffic plan will definitely be in effect once that game starts, which should be anything after 12 midday. So again, we want to impose on drivers that safety is your responsibility. This morning, we know as we get closer to 8 o'clock hour, we know that traffic will definitely build in most of the areas. As we're still monitoring traffic around the St. George's areas, it's still moderate traffic flowing in those areas. But we know as we get closer to 8 o'clock hour, it's definitely going to build. So again, we want to appeal to persons to leave home earlier than normal to avoid the traffic congestions. However, as we normally would have persons in some of the choke points which assist drivers in getting around and to have some form of easement as we drive to the town of St. George. The traffic officers and warden will assist in the regulating of traffic. But we know that as much as officers regulate traffic, the volume of traffic as we get closer to 8 o'clock hour definitely builds, and we still do have that congestion. So to avoid that, as we say, we have that person to leave home earlier, and you have certain areas that you can, or routes that you can take to avoid, but most of so we want you to leave home earlier. So as we said, if you have not left home as yet, you will definitely be late if you're heading to St. George's or to the Grenada direction from St. George's. And again, appeal to drivers to continue to drive safe. Again, as we appeal and we try to wrap things up this morning, that is all we have for the traffic report this morning. And we will definitely ask the question that we normally ask every morning. If you're texting or doing any other thing, when you should be driving.
Then who is driving?
Who is driving?
Who is driving? Sergeant Paul, thank you very much for that comprehensive report this morning, and we look forward to another engagement, should the good Lord spare our lives, tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Have a good one. Folks, that has been the traffic report. It's 16 minutes after 7 o'clock. Stay with us. We take a quick commercial break. We'll be back after this.
In a right.
The Ministry of Agriculture's investment of approximately $1 million in pineapple production is taking shape. The investment is set to significantly reduce Grenada's dependence on imported pineapples, as well as to lengthen the availability of the fruit throughout the year. Over 70,000 pineapple plantlets were introduced to local farmers from September 2025, with 48 large-scale farmers cultivating between 1,000 to 1,500 plantlets, while several small-scale farmers had the opportunity to plant quantities of 300 or 500 plantlets. The project also engaged farmers in 15,000 plantains and over 20,000 banana plantlets. 2 nurseries were also established at the Maribor and Grambras estate and 1 in Carriacou for the purpose of supplying planting material to farmers for the expansion of the project. Subsequent planting at different months of the year, in combination with artificial flower induction, will contribute to further extension of the availability of fresh fruit expected to hit the market by December of this year. The Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry, enhancing Grenada's food and nutrition security.
There can only be one champion. Thursday, March 12, 2026, the Karani James Athletic Stadium will become a battleground. 13 schools, one epic showdown. It's the Huggins Private Primary School Championship. Starting time 1 p.m. Students in uniform, $5. Children, $10. Adults, $20. Feel the tension. Hear the roar. Witness greatness as young athletes push their limits. It's the Huggins Private Primary School's Track and Field Championship. Miss it and blame yourself.
The I in Ariza stands for you, our members. Your goals matter to us. When you speak, we listen and we act. That's why we've rolled out new deposit rates to help your money work harder. We're offering 4.25% on retirement accounts, 4% on educational savings, and 3.5% on 5-year fixed deposits. We're helping you save on your mortgage. Switch to Ariza and enjoy rates as low as 3.99% plus 50% off legal and processing fees. We are also making it easier to get on the road. Get 100% vehicle financing with rates of just 5% on the purchase of a new vehicle. And if you already have a loan for a recent model, we'll help you switch and enjoy better rates. And for our loyal members, we've designed the Ariza Advantage account, which gives you the VIP experience you deserve. You requested, we responded, you received.
This is the Ariza promise. Better value, better service, members first.
Visit arizacu.com or call us today.
The Frequente Industrial Park is opening its doors with prime square footage available right now. Whether you are scaling up your production line or establishing new regional headquarters, we have the footprint you need ready for immediate lease. Our newly refurbished state-of-the-art facilities set a new standard, offering premium spaces designed for modern manufacturing, ICT, and service enterprises that demand excellence. With 24-hour security, property management support, and a location just minutes from the airport and the capital, GIDC Facilities isn't just a landlord. We are your partner in logistics and success. Secure your space in Grenada's flagship industrial hub today. GIDC Facilities, the foundation for your future.
My name is Lyselle Walcott. I'm a staff nurse at the General Hospital for the past 16 years. At the Infection Control Department, we do surveillance for communicable diseases or hospital-acquired infections. We do outbreak investigations. So any issues we have, we would investigate it, find out the cause, and we would do recommendations and interventions to all relevant departments. Thus far, with Mount Sinai, we are looking at ways of improving hand hygiene. Hand hygiene has been proven to be one of the most important practices you could do to break the chain of infection. Working along with Mount Sinai, I foresee that it would be a very good thing for us. They are looking into the products that we use, the practices that we do. Going forward, we'll be able to achieve a very high level of compliance and safety across the board for everyone.
They come from near, they come from far. Once a year, Grenada holds its breath as the best athletes from our secondary schools converge on the Karani James Athletic Stadium for a special moment in time. Intercall, 90 events, 24 schools, 3 days, 2 champions to be crowned. Intercall 2026, March 17th to the 19th. It's more than just about medals. It's about school pride. It's your legacy on the line. Intercall 2026. Come, be part of history. Join the coverage live on GBN Television, the home of Intercall 2026.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the first leg of the conversation this morning. And as you know, on Wednesday mornings, it's Ariza's Money Wise program. And joining me this morning, second time in succession, is Mr. Russell John, the Communications Officer in the Ministry of Finance. That is correct. And we'll continue. Good morning.
Good morning, sir, and good morning to all of the listeners and viewers across Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. 2 times in a row, I'm starting to get comfortable. So.
If you come back here once again in such quick succession, I am going to offer my resignation. Because no. You've been doing a good job.
Co-host. Co-host.
All right. Last week we had a wonderful conversation on taxes. And we highlighted the fact that you had the satellite offices going on. And we want to continue that conversation this morning, and as a matter of fact, we want to look at corporate tax. But one of them specifically is a stamp tax, because that is relevant, it's current, it's due. So explain to us what is the stamp tax and how it operates, and why people should pay it and things like that.
Okay. All right. So I'll take us to, because we in our conversation last week we really touched briefly on the idea of business, and it kind of stemmed from the fact that we were talking that if you are in a position where you can start a business, I would recommend that you start a business, right? And in the creation and setup of your business, registration for in 3 areas, I would absolutely recommend. Off the top of my head, I would just say ensure that you are registered with the Corporate Affairs and Intellectual Property Office. That's CIPO.
That's right there.
Right up the road. That's your official business registration. A lot of people operate informally. They start their thing, they kind of maybe just testing it out, maybe it gains traction, and they never actually go and formally set up that business.
But if you're working already, you're working.
What they don't realize they're doing is locking themselves out of a lot of opportunities, especially for the government to assist you with its various programs and schemes that help build businesses. Ideally, government has to be able to track these things, and so we'd want to work with people who are registered and formally a part of the economic system. So one, get registered with CIPO. Once you're registered with CIPO, I would encourage everybody to get registered with NIS, especially if you're a sole trader. All right. If you're a salaried employee, then you're working, the NIS is a part of the system already. But sole traders don't often think about what happens when I can no longer do this thing.
Or if something goes wrong.
An
accident or an ailment or something like that.
Business shutdown, and then you move from having abundance to almost squalor in no time. So register with NIS, right? And then the third, register with the Inland Revenue Division, because as an operating business in Grenada, we expect you to make your contribution as a business. The government is responsible for creating the environment for businesses to thrive. Ideally, government should not be the primary drivers of jobs in a country.
Shouldn't be the main employer.
Yeah, that's not their job. That's not their job. And I mean, to be completely honest, governments don't do private sector well.
Right.
Private sector does private sector.
Yes.
Government does public sector really well. Right? So
supposed to.
Yeah,
supposed to.
In other words, we bat and we crease, stay in the lane, right? So their job is to create the environment for businesses to start and to thrive in the country. And so as if there's the opportunity for you to start a business, you get registered and you register to with the Inland Revenue Division, and every registered business is expected to pay a small portion, I'll tell you the amount, small portion of the gross income, the gross receipts for the year. A small portion of that goes back to the government. Why are we asking you for that? That contribution, as we mentioned last week, it's a part of us playing our part in helping to build the economy and make things better for us. It goes towards the programs that help businesses. It goes towards all the government projects that create the infrastructure for your business to operate. Right? The roads, the networks, the systems that you rely on. If we contribute, then we can build those things, and then in turn our businesses can do more, which means then we earn more. All right? So stamp tax is charged on every operating business. The gross receipts, the gross amount that you earn, the government asks for 0.5%, not 5, 0.5% if you're making $300,000 or less. 0.5%, that's half of 1 cent.
Wow.
Half of 1 cent. We're not asking you for all your money. We're not asking for 50. We're not even asking for 8%. Half of 1%. All right. And if you're making more than $300,000 a year, that goes up to 0.7. So it doesn't even hit 1%. We're not asking you for 1 cent of every dollar.
But isn't this an effort in futility? I mean, why have the tax and it's not even it's not generating 1 cent?
But that's the thing. No, when you think about it, what the goal ideally is not to be burdensome with this, right? The goal is to create the environment that allows businesses to thrive and thrive so well that when I charge you 0.5% and you doing so well, brother, and all of us doing well, the amount,
the accumulative figure.
Come on. Yeah. So yes, we have to pay our taxes. It's the idea is not that your taxes are to be burdensome on you. All right? It's you making the contribution.
You see, I'm laughing, right? That's why they said life is really an educational process, because for some strange reason, and I'm a business student, a business student, and for some reason I never looked at the corporate taxes to get a full understanding or comprehension of it. Mm-hmm. So when I hear about stamp tax, I was saying, but how the government making money on stamp tax now when letters ain't coming in anymore? Everything is email. I was right. You catch me? I was thinking that it's actual stamps. Okay, so the stamp tax is 0.5%
of your gross receipts if it's $300,000 or less.
Okay.
Right. So everybody doesn't pay VAT.
Right.
Every business doesn't have the right to charge VAT. Every business that's operating, this is the annual stamp tax is their small contribution towards, again, building the economy and empowering the things that we want to see in our country.
Okay. Now, why doesn't every business pay VAT?
Because there's a threshold for VAT, right? So let's talk two exemptions. One, first with the stamp tax. Even though we are charging 0.5% on the amounts above $300,000, the first $36,000 of that is exempt. So there's still an exemption inside there.
That's annually? Or?
Annually, yeah.
Okay.
All right. And then with the VAT, the value-added tax, the businesses that are expected to charge VAT and can charge VAT, they must have two things. They must be earning more than $300,000 a year, and they also must have a certificate.
A VAT certificate?
VAT certificate displayed in the business. So if I open up my little shop in Boucher next week, I can't just go and tell people, well, the thing is normally $9, but the extra I put on it is VAT. The government
That's illegal.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
All right. And if you want to know whether or not a business can charge VAT, there must be a certificate displayed somewhere in the business. So check. Right? Keep your eyes on and look, because As much as we discourage it, they are, as Mr. Dabri always says, bad actors.
Yeah.
There's always bad actors, and some people try to skirt the system, right? And ultimately, the VAT that is collected from the few businesses that do and are allowed to charge VAT, that again, it's paid primarily by the consumer. The business is expected to report on that figure and pass on the contributions that the consumer is paying
to the government.
And then we take that, and again, we build out the environment that allows the people and the businesses to live and to operate and to thrive, so that they make more, they earn more. And I want to encourage people like yourself, who have skills and abilities and maybe have a little business on the side. I want to take away that idea of little business.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't think of it as a little business, because again, this is as business owners, that's our responsibility. It's our responsibility to move that little business, because that's the environment that's being created for us, into a business that employs at least one other person.
Okay.
At least one other person, and then grow from there. And don't be afraid to grow. I know of people who avoid getting too profitable because they don't want to pay VAT.
Okay.
Or they don't want to pay the taxes, so they avoid inland revenue, and listen, it's our contribution to building out this entire country that we want to see.
You know, I'm happy that you said that, because a good friend of mine, Sean Niles, saw a serpent. Mm-hmm. He once said to me, innocent, small business is big business, you know.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. It really
Morning serpent. Yeah. Okay, well, I want you once again to just reiterate this stamp tax concept and principle, please.
Right. So again, so first of all, stamp tax is due. Annual stamp tax is due March 31st every year. So it's filed along the same time as the personal income tax is filed, right? So by the end of this month, March 31st, we're expecting that all businesses will file and pay their stamp tax. As we mentioned, in terms of what you're paying, the fee that's being charged, it's 0.5% of your gross receipts above between $0 and $300,000. There's a minimum payable, and that minimum is $100. All right, so the least that anybody is going to pay for stamp tax is $100, right? 0.5% of your gross receipts. If you're making more than $300,000 a year in your business, then the charge is 0.7%. All right, and again, the idea is not that we are burdensome, but that we create the opportunity for the businesses to thrive, and then the businesses give us a portion of that to help build out that ecosystem, so that we again grow and we thrive together.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just as you live, I know the satellite office.
Yes.
Is still operational. Could you just refresh my audience's memory with it?
Excellent. So we have a satellite office on Friday of this week. We are going to 2 locations as we usually do. So this time we'll be at the Grenville Car Park in St. Andrew from 8:30 a.m. all the way up to 5 p.m. So those of you in St. Andrew and surrounding areas, you can come down, meet us there. If you have questions about the stamp tax, come. You can ask about it. If you have questions about any other type of business-related taxes, you can come. You have questions related to personal income tax, you can come down and check us there. The Accountant General Division is going to be there as well. So those of you who have businesses that are registered and you want to do business with the government, come down to the Grenville Car Park, and we'll be right there to help you get registered, get onto the system, so that we can process payments and so smoothly and effectively. In addition to Grenville Car Park, we're also going up to the Sister Isle on Friday. So we'll be in Carriacou at the Carriacou District Revenue Office, same time, 8:30 to 5, and we'll be entertaining pensioners, we'll be entertaining business owners, we'll be entertaining individuals in the same fashion. So it's all a part of our drive to bring the information to people, to get out of the office and start connecting with people right where they are, and to help people get signed up and registered with the new GTax platform.
Okay. All right, as comprehensive as always, Mr. Russell John. You really, that's what they say when you have a square peg in a square hole. You know, you're just fitting for that. You're fluent. You know what you're about. And thank you for sharing with us. And I'm hearing a lot about CAIPO in recent times. What explain the acronym again?
Corporate Affairs and Intellectual Property Office.
I am going to endeavor to engage them in a conversation. I think it's relevant, it's timely, because a lot of small businesses are popping up.
Right.
And to ensure that they do it right, it's important to start from the beginning with registration and so forth. So I will endeavor. I'm going to have a conversation with Ariza to see if they can have them featured in one of
the Money Wise
program. So again, Mr. John, thank you very much for sharing with us, and we look forward to another engagement in the not too distant future.
Thank you, and of course thank you to Ariza for the opportunity to continue partnering with them and having the Money Wise program in the first place. So
thank you.
All right.
Folks, that's it for Ariza's Money Wise program. We take a quick commercial break. When we come back, small business talk. Stay with us.
Today's edition of Money Wise was made possible by
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
The I in Ariza stands for you, our members. Your goals matter to us. When you speak, we listen and we act. That's why we've rolled out new deposit rates to help your money work harder. We're offering 4.25% on retirement accounts, 4% on educational savings, and 3.5% on 5-year fixed deposits. We're helping you save on your mortgage. Switch to Ariza and enjoy rates as low as 3.99% plus 50% off legal and processing fees. We are also making it easier to get on the road. Get 100% vehicle financing with rates of just 5% on the purchase of a new vehicle. And if you already have a loan for a recent model, we'll help you switch and enjoy better rates. And for our loyal members, we've designed the Ariza Advantage account, which gives you the VIP experience you deserve. You requested, we responded, you received.
This is the Ariza promise. Better value, better service, members first.
Visit arizacu.com or call us today.
GrenLec Community Partnership Initiative.
I'd like to say a special thank you to GrenLec for the continued support given to us throughout the years. Most recent, our renovation of our kitchen countertops and doors. By this, emphasis is placed on the preparation of delicious and healthy meal for the residents. We thank you.
GrenLec, energizing our community.
At Sonova, we create human-centered technology that helps organizations work smarter and more efficiently. From software development to digital transformation, our mission is simple: to deliver digital tools that streamline operations and prepare your business for the future. At the core of that mission is Saturn, our flagship platform built for scale, automation, and AI-ready operations. Saturn unifies your digital processes in one place, making it easier to manage applications, approvals, clients, and internal workflows. It becomes the digital backbone that supports growth and smarter decision-making across your organization. If you're ready to modernize how you work, our sales team is ready to help. Call 1473-421-7724 and discover how Saturn can transform your operations for long-term success.
There can only be one champion. Thursday, March 12th, 2026, the Karani James Athletic Stadium will become a battleground. 13 schools, one epic showdown. It's the Huggins Private Primary School Championship. Starting time 1 p.m. Students in uniform, $5. Children, $10. Adults, $20. Feel the tension. Hear the roar. Witness greatness as young athletes push their limits. It's the Huggins Private Primary School's Track and Field Championship. Miss it and blame yourself.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. As promised this morning, we're business oriented this morning. We're focusing on business. Joined at this time in the studio by two wonderful people. To my immediate right is Miss Tamika Bernard, and to her right is another Bernard, but he made it abundantly clear: no family ties, no blood relations, just to show how small Grenada is and the region, Mr. Jude Bernard. And they're here representing the Grenada Coalition of Services Industries this morning, and you know that's a big thing. They've launched before, they've relaunched, and they've got some new energies, they've got new wind under their wings. Good morning, lady and gentlemen. You don't have to be so serious, you know, you can smile. Okay, all right.
Good morning to you and to your listeners and viewers and other followers.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here. Let me first introduce Miss Bernard. As we said before, it's no relation.
Okay.
She's from one part of the island, I'm from the other, but we have been able to work together. Tamika has just spent her first year with the coalition.
Okay.
And she has become the coalition.
Ah.
Yeah, she's our...
You know, ladies have this thing, this ability, right, to sort of keep things together and not just keep together, but while fighting to keep it together, push it up at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So in 12 months, she has become the face of the coalition. I mean, we only have one employee.
And it's a...
Yeah. She's a one-person. She's a one-person secretariat.
A one-man army. Well, one woman's army in this case.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I say she is the coalition, I really mean that.
Wow.
So I'm just here
Congratulations,
as the support
man.
of
Thank
the chairman.
you.
And she has done well. In 12 months, she has taken us from zero to hopefully hero.
and you're into cars, so when they tell you a car can go from 0 to 80 miles per hour in 15 seconds, you know what we're talking about.
It's slow.
It's slow. Okay, so let's get to it. How is the coalition doing at the moment? I mean, are you gaining more traction and so forth?
I would say that we are alive and well.
Okay.
I almost said kicking.
All right.
We don't kick anybody, but we over the last year or so we have come a long way. We've had our first AGM in many years. We have an executive, and we now have a board of directors, which represents a diverse number of service industries. coalition, as you said, the word coalition, it means coming together. So we are basically not an association per se, but we are an association of associations.
Right.
And our colors differ here this morning. We represent a wide range of service industries. As I say, sometimes we start from the soft touch to the hard hats.
Okay.
Soft touch, I mean
from seamstresses to
the massage therapists and the nail techs and the other estheticians, way up to the architects and the engineers.
Wow.
And everything in between.
Okay.
So the creative services, the management consultants, the IT, all services.
So let me
under
ask
this umbrella.
Having said that, right, what benefits can be derived from an institution, an organization joining CSI? What are the benefits?
Well, first of all, we have a mandate to identify, to nurture, develop, and to prepare for export readiness service industries in Grenada. And we do just that. Of course, the background of the CSIs, there's one in every CARICOM member state. It's not only Grenada.
Okay.
And the idea behind it was that in 2000, when the WTO came into being and free trade was the order of the day, we lost our protection for our bananas and everything else. And the EU and many other organizations felt that because we lost it because we did not have the competitive advantage in producing goods.
To do the volumes and everything like
because
that.
one Chiquita farm is bigger than Grenada.
Yeah.
So how could we couldn't compete?
We lost the competitive edge.
Right. So so they said that our competitiveness was in services. We already had hospitality services, which was well known in the Caribbean as favorite destination. We had creative services. Our performers and artists were seen as being exotic, and Bob Marley was able to reach the globe. And our Calypsonians.
And not forgetting the mighty Sparrow.
Of course, what I was saying, that's a Calypsonian that was coming there.
The birdie,
Right. So then it showed that we had a competitive advantage there in services per se. And it was felt that if we have in every island, in every member state, a coalition of all those groups, then they can work together, they can benefit from funding, we can help them to develop, they can set standards, they can do many things together. So we have in every island a coalition, and then we have at the CARICOM level, we have the network of Caribbean of coalition services.
Okay.
So our aim in Grenada is, as we said, to identify them
and get them ready for export.
So they should replace the bananas and the nutmegs and so that were exported before.
Okay. Now, Madam Builder and integrator, and what has been your greatest challenge for that year in keeping this thing alive and growing and keeping it gelled?
Well, the greatest challenge for this year has been support and from different companies, from different organizations. The awareness as well. Persons are not familiar with GCSI and what it entails. So when we meet someone and they see my jersey, sometimes they would say, "Oh, what is GCSI? I've never heard of it before." So I would have to explain to them that we deal with the services sector and such like. But so that's one of the greatest challenges that we have, and I'm glad we're here today to discuss what GCSI is about and what we can offer to the Grenada as a whole.
Okay. From a government's perspective, has the government recognized the importance and significance of GCSI to investing it?
Plead the Fifth Amendment on that one.
Okay. All right. Well, that answers the question.
I plead the Fifth.
Okay, that answers the question. Okay. But would you like government to do more?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Because it was created, we are, in fact, a part of the Ministry of Trade and Export Development. So we are not just an arbitrary body.
Do you have a desk in the ministry? Do you have an office?
No,
space there?
we don't. We rent, with support from the ministry, space at the GIDC.
Yes.
So we have a very little space there where she alone can sit. If I have to come, I have to announce that I'm coming so she can shift the furniture so I can come in through the door. But yes, we are actually a part of the ministry, and we try to raise our own funds as well. And that's a challenge because service producers generally small people.
Yeah.
They're usually a one-person operation, a micro or mini, sometimes, and they don't have resources. And in many cases, when you want to organize activities, they don't have the time because their business.
If they're not in the business, it's closed.
Precisely.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is a challenge that we have. But I think we have done well over the past year, and we have the momentum. That's why we're so happy to have this Services Week.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming up from the 22nd to the 28th of this month. We have had to scale down some of the things, but we have a major event, which is the Services Expo. We have had it twice before. After the pandemic, we went into a lull for a while, but we're back. And the Expo aims at giving exposure to the budding service producers in the country so that the general public can see what is done in Grenada service-wise. And it also gives exposure to the children, the young, the school, the school goers, so that they
expose them to
they can
career
see
paths.
what they can do.
Yeah.
And so we are very happy that in the past we were able to witness the launch of a number of good service products. I remember CG Creative, Carry Bites. There was also E-Learning Kings, and a number of young budding, entrepreneurs. That was their first exposure to go out there. And this year, we have some big things to launch.
That's interesting.
Very exciting service products to launch.
Okay.
One of them is AI based, and it's mega. From a local person.
Wow.
And there are many others. We also have the financial service sector, which also some of them have new products to launch as well. So it's going to be a very, very eye-opening experience. A good exposure for those producers, and also it will be very, very, I would say, enlightening for the Grenada public. Now on the student side, we are working with the Ministry of Education, as we have done before, and we are having an e-career day. It's a virtual career day, and it's going to be targeting all the fourth formers, all the secondary schools in Grenada and Carriacou. And what this will do on the 24th is to take the students from their computer lab, wherever they're going to be assembled, into the workspace of somebody like you.
Okay.
So they can see what you do.
Right.
You can demonstrate to them, they can see how you do it, and we're going to take them into architects' offices virtually.
Wow.
Music producers, video producers, film producers.
ICT as well.
ICT. So we're going to take them virtually into the workspace.
Now, I want to challenge you, right? I want to challenge you. Mm-hmm. Okay? You've pleaded the fifth. Mm-hmm. But I'm not accepting that. Mm-hmm. Because in my humble opinion and assessment based on what you've just said, this is something that is critically important, especially now in this dispensation, and with the coming on stream of the Office of the Creatives. Mm-hmm. It speaks that the government realizes that it's no longer nutmeg, cocoa, and banana that we're exporting. So henceforth, it should be on the priority list to ensure that you harness and nurture an organization like this. So I am going to challenge you. You need to make another plea mitigation to the ministry, because you're part of the ministry of trade and so forth, and you need to thrive. This is the time for you to explode.
Yeah, and we are not daunted by any means. I've been a part of the coalition from the time it was formed in 2000.
All right.
And I've been the chairperson of it for probably 20 of those years. Just voluntary service. It's a labor of love. And sometimes you can be frustrated. You can, sometimes, especially when things can be done without even money, and they're not being done. Yeah. But we think it is too good to allow it to die, and we're going to work.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, the creative actually is a part of services. Yes. I mentioned before, it's a subset of the wider service sector. But unfortunately, we are not getting the kind of traction and the sort of support that we should as the umbrella body for
other
services.
Countries are seeing the importance of it, because only last week I interviewed some folks from Antigua who are bringing their sort of trade fair thing to Grenada, and they're trying to take it throughout the region and make it into a regional thing. So in order for us to be competitive in this, we have to develop our own first.
Absolutely. And initially, historically, when this was launched in 2001, thereabout, some governments, they went all overboard. Some of them gave millions to launch the coalition. In St. Lucia, all the STBEX funds that used to go for agriculture before, from Lomé, they put that whole package for that series, that round, into the coalition.
Okay.
Grenada, I think we got $10,000.
All that?
Wow. Then it was increased to 20.
that must have put an extreme strain on the treasury coffers.
Oh, absolutely. So it has not changed much since then, but we are striving, and we believe that when we focus on the impact of the expo,
okay,
and so we hope that we'll not only impact the students, the young students, and the general public, and also encourage the young budding creative entrepreneurs, but we are also going to impact the policymakers.
Right.
And they will see the need for supporting this thing better.
Okay. We're out of time, so let's get to some specifics now. The expo is from when to when?
The expo is from the 27th of March to the 28th of March.
Where?
Trade Center. Grenada Trade Center, sorry.
Time?
It starts at...
Well, the first day will be about 9 because we have an opening ceremony. Yes. But basically it's from 9:30 to 6 p.m. Friday the 27th, and on Saturday the 28th. In terms of entrance, it is nominal. The students who come as part of a school in uniform, there is no entry fee.
Okay.
Or the children would pay $2.
Right. Adults.
And adults $5.
Okay.
And you'll be exposed to a range of
service
products.
Providers.
Banks, those that we spoke about that I don't want to say too much about now because they're going to be launched in there. Some of them may come on board as we get closer to the time.
Eventually.
We'll bring them to you, and then
definitely.
they'll say what they want to say about their launches.
Okay.
But it's very exciting to look forward to.
That will be fine. Well, to the Bernards, all right, to the Bernards, I want to firstly, you, my friend, for sticking with something that had an apparent death from its birth and keeping it alive up to today, and always at every opportunity that you get, you try to expose it and let the public know, the business community know, the government know the importance and significance of it. you deserve a medal, an award. And for the new Miss Bernard, for being that one woman's army, and keeping it together for the year. I see. I know you're going to press.
Thank you.
I know she's going to press. I can see it in her eyes. She's going to press and write the right letters to the right people to ensure that it gets the recognition that it deserves, and that in the final analysis, Grenada is going to benefit, because Grenada is much more than cocoa, nutmeg, and banana. True. We've moved from that. There are other things that are Grenada's gold at the moment. So we look forward to a continued life of the GCSI.
Thank you very much. And just before I leave, in case you don't realize the significance of my name, as I was telling some of the members last week, when my parents called me Jude, they probably didn't know they are not Roman Catholics, but in the Catholic faith, Saint Jude is known as the patron saint for lost causes. So if you have something that looks hopeless,
call Jude.
They have St. Jude's Hospital for sick children.
Yeah, call Jude.
If you need hope, just call St. Jude. Pray to St. Jude.
No, let me bust a bubble of yours. All right. You never spoke about that. Did you know my father's name is Jude?
You hinted me once, I think.
Yeah, that's my dad's name. Jude, good morning, Joe. I lovingly call him Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. And I wish you all the best, all the success that can be had at the expo and going forward.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Renee.
Thank you very much.
Folks, that's it for this leg of the conversation. We've got to run. We've got to join the BBC. Thank you for staying with us.